Oh, sir.
Bing, where are we?
Where are we? We are in Arlington, Washington, in preparation for Roro's colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Yes.
So,
We are in a little motel.
so I am doing my colonoscopy because every 3 to 5 years I'm recommended to, because my first year in 1950, the first time I ever had one, I had 13 polyps. My brother had stage 3 cancer because he didn't have one until he was 60. So he had to go to Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, went to Mayo Clinic in Arizona, ended up having complications during a surgery. Took about over 2 years of dealing with it, all because he had not done the colonoscopy at age 50 like they recommend. So the 13 polyps scared me to death, and we have cancer in our family. So in the Philippines, do they have colonoscopies being?
No, we don't have. I don't know. We have, of course, we have, but nobody would go for a colonoscopy.
And they should, shouldn't they?
The reason is, first of all, it must be very expensive. We don't have health insurance to support
Right.
us, so we are not encouraged to go and have the colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And thank God also that we live, I guess, because we live most of us live in the product of nature. We don't have cancer. Very seldom that cancer is running in the family.
In your
Very seldom.
family. Yeah.
Yeah. So our family has no
But you do have
history.
people with cancer in the Philippines.
history. Yeah, we have mostly only cancer for women. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
breast cancer,
Okay.
and then it goes down to uterus cancer, and then later on metastasis, and then finally, God says, you go home, go away from the earth, and go home.
So I would think that colon cancer is more prevalent than you realize, because a lot of people drink in the Philippines. They like to drink rum, they like to drink alcohol, and alcohol is known to cause colon cancer. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
It is.
But I know that it could cause cirrhosis.
It causes cirrhosis.
Which is a cancer of the liver.
And they don't quite know why alcohol has that impact, but it does.
Colon
in fact,
cancer?
well, not just colon, other cancers as well. They're just not quite sure why.
I also don't know about that.
And so we came to this hotel, and it was the closest thing we could find, isn't it, to this place in Arlington. And Bing, so it's about an hour and a half from where we live in Oak Harbor. And Bing,
But it's not that
being a Filipina, she doesn't drive because Filipinos don't drive. So we were a little concerned about this hotel. And we'd read some of the reviews. It concerned me, but actually so far so good. It's clean. It smelled good.
Mm-hmm.
And they were accommodating. It's called the Oyo Hotel in Arlington, Washington, right?
Oh yeah?
Oyo.
Oh you?
It's a chain, believe it or not.
What is the spelling?
It's the only hotel here.
What is the spelling?
Oyo, O-Y-O.
Oh,
Yeah. And we have
I
Fawn
didn't
with
see
us.
that name there. It's different. What I saw.
No, it's Oyo. Well, you saw something that described what it is. Lodging or something.
Yeah.
And we have Fawn with us. Don't we, Fawn? And Fawn was allowed to come. They allowed us to have him come in with us. He has a cyst, a growth on him that was benign, so we never did take it out. But anyway, so tonight I will begin by taking this product called Prep. And it's really simple compared to the old days. Very simple. You just take this bottle and you pour it into a glass, fill the rest with water. You take that at nighttime at about 4 p.m. or 5, depending on when your colonoscopy is. Put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours and drink it. And then you 8 glasses of water after that. So I've been drinking apple juice, which is fine to drink, and other clear liquids. The day before, you can drink coffee or tea, juices with no pulp, nothing red. It's very important, nothing red. Stay away from ice cream, milkshakes, smoothies, orange juice, grapefruit juice, tomato juice. You can soup. You can't have the day of or the day before, especially those purple dyes. Yellow or green gelatin, jello, clear broth, chicken, beef, vegetable, flavored water, Italian ice, sodas, coconut water, and water. You can have those things. And you have a low fiber diet. About 3 days before, you stay away from yogurt with granola, seeds, nuts, fruits, and skin. Whole wheat or grains, these are what you stay away from, with seeds, including rolls, bagels, all bran, Wheaties, granola, popcorn. Stay away from tough meat with gristle, chunky peanut butter, all beans, nuts, peas, lentils, legumes. I don't know how to say that. All other raw fruit, all dried fruit, including prunes, fruit juice with pulp, prune juice, and bananas even. Stay away from all raw or steamed vegetables, beans, peas, potatoes with skin, Brussels sprouts, corn, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, onion, sauerkraut, greens, or lettuce. Stay away from nuts, seeds, coconut, salad dressing with seeds or nuts, jam, marinade, relishes, pickles, and olives. Anything with fiber in it. You can have 3 days before milk, cream, chocolate, milk, hot chocolate, milk-based drinks, cottage cheese, sour cream, custard, pudding, yogurt, ice cream, frozen desserts, cream sauces, broth, soups without seeds or beans. So you kind of get the idea. Breads without any kind of seeds in it, tender beef, chicken, ground pork. I've been eating hot dogs, eggs, fish and shellfish, lamb, creamy peanut butter, and tofu. If you can believe you can eat lamb, that's surprising. Soft canned fruit or cooked fruit without seeds or skin. Soft melon, fruit juice without pulp, fruit jelly without pulp. Canned vegetable without seeds, stems, or skins. Do not eat potatoes without the. You can eat potatoes without the skin. Vegetable without the pulp. Vegetable juice. You can eat butter, mayonnaise, margarine, oils, mayonnaise, salad dressing without seeds or nuts, salt, jelly, honey, syrup, lemon juice. So, as you can see, 3 days before, it's not that bad. And they even allowed breakfast here, a small breakfast with eggs and bread, as long as there's no seed in it, not whole wheat. So, it was an interesting, it's changed a lot. It used to be that you had to drink this incredibly huge container of this liquid. Took all afternoon. It was a nightmare.
Before you did it live.
Oh, it was terrible. So, it just was such a lengthy process, and so this isn't bad at all. so far. We'll see. The first time for me to do this type of drink like this. So we'll update you in the morning and after this procedure. Good night, Bing.
No.
Good night,
Thank you
Bing.
for.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll let you know how this tastes. I might even turn the camera on and let you know how it tastes. Okay. Okay. I'm about to take my first drink of this at 4 p.m. According to the instructions, you are supposed to, by the way, you don't take any blood thinners like Pradaxa unless allowed by your cardiologist. Warfarin, things like that, 10 days before. Plavix, 5 days before. So blood thinners are really important to follow instructions. It used to be that you couldn't even take ibuprofen or aspirin of any kind or Celebrex or that kind of thing when they first did this about 15 years ago. Let me see here. So they do allow Celebrex, they do allow ibuprofen, that kind of thing. Surprised me. I didn't do it anyway a couple of days before just to be safe. I did have one incident where the day after, no, it was about 2-3 days afterwards, I ended up in the emergency room because I was bleeding so badly when I would use the bathroom. And it ended up that they had to do another procedure and go in and take, they go in and repair the polyp that they cut, and I guess they kind of burn it shut. That's a very poor way of describing it, but that's kind of what they do, and it happens. And they always warn you that can happen. Also, you can have infections, just like a surgery. So, anyway, I'm going to allow Bing to sleep, and that's a big bathroom, so for the next 2 hours or 4 hours, I will be mostly in there. I think it's about 2 hours, actually. But once you've taken your first drink of this, at 4 p.m., begin drinking the prep. Drink 8 ounces of prep every 10 to 15 minutes until you finish. Well, they say the fourth of the liter bottle. So they're basing it on the old instructions, I believe, the old big bottles. They need to renew their. I think they need to renew this. I don't know what on earth they're talking about. 4-liter bottle. Anyway, so about every 10 to 15 minutes you drink it, and 4 hours beforehand you drink about within every 10 to 15 minutes until it's done. Stop drinking fluid until 2 hours prior to your check-in time. That's the one thing I've been disappointed with, is communication with this group. You would think they would update those sheets. Fawn's doing well. I'm just going to come in here and take my first drink of this. So I think what I'll do is let you see in the mirror. That way I can see what I'm doing. Oh, it's not bad at all. Tastes kind of sweet. So, I think you can drink the whole thing. That's the idea of these small ones, but this Suprep is, I'll look at the instructions, make sure that I have doing it properly because they have the wrong instructions in there. But this is fine. No problem. Tastes almost like a lemonade. Actually has taste to it, I can't believe it. Okay, so we'll let you know how this goes a little later. Okay, so this soup prep is incredible compared to the old days. So I'm just going to read this to you. A light breakfast may be consumed, only clear liquids on the day of the colonoscopy, but the day prior you can have a light breakfast. And that never used to be that I remember being that way. Early in the evening prior to the colonoscopy, pour the contents into the bottle of soup prep bowl kit, fill the container 16-ounce line, and drink the entire amount. So you don't have to sit there and drink over the next 15 minutes this massive amount of water. And then drink 2 additional containers filled with to the 16-ounce line with water over the next hour. The morning of the colonoscopy, 10 to 12 hours after the evening dose, pour the contents of the second bottle of soup prep into the mixing container, fill the container with water, 16-ounce line, drink the entire amount. So, in the same process. Pretty simple. So I'm just finishing this. So what we did was we switched the medication for tomorrow morning into a Gatorade bottle so that it doesn't spill inside the refrigerator. And then we will follow up with 2 glasses, 16-ounce glass worth of water after we take the solution tomorrow. After I take that solution. So I will use this 16-ounce glass of water tomorrow twice, and that will be complete the morning and evening session. With this soup prep, you're supposed to take your first at around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, depending on the time of your colonoscopy. But then you take in the morning, you take it again the same way, but you need to do it at least 4 hours before your check-in time. And 2 hours before your check-in time, you don't drink any liquids whatsoever. So, and you do want to drink plenty of water, or Gatorade, or fluids, or gelatin without fruit in it, in between, and keep drinking liquids as much as possible so that you're not dehydrated. So Bing, how did the colonoscopy go for you today when I had my colonoscopy?
I don't have colonoscopy.
I know, but how did it go for you? How was your day?
Oh, oh my Lord, how was it? I was always looking at my watch with prayers.
With prayers.
It's now 9:30. It's 9:30. It's in already now. They started doing something. Must the Lord be with the hands of those doctors and nurses.
Praying for me.
Yeah, but I have been praying for you.
And that's so sweet of
then
you.
at 11:30, I thought, oh, it's 11:30. They must be almost over. Thank you, Lord, be in the center of those activities there.
Very friendly people,
Yeah.
and I appreciated that very much. Everyone
Like
was very
Idaho.
friendly. Kind of like an Idaho. Arlington, Washington's
Boise.
like Idaho. It's Boise, Idaho. It's just friendly.
It's provincia area. Provincia.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Rural area.
Anyway, we like them. I mean, it's not the most organized necessarily at times, as far as communication and that kind of thing, but it's refreshing to have a home style. I'm so used to Seattle, and Seattle is not like that at all. So it's okay. I mean, there were some mishaps along the way, but it wasn't bad. And the friendliness of the staff made up for it, for sure. Anyway, so colonoscopy. So just to let you know how this worked. In the end, these days they give you medicine. They give you an injection that is not nearly as severe as I'm trying to think of the word for it. When they sedate you, it's not nearly as severe as it used to be, and strong, so you're not really drugged up all day. In the past, I could barely walk they put me in a wheelchair, and I was really tired. I'd sleep in the car all the way home. Today, we went and had dinner at Denny's, didn't we? Which is just
dinner,
lunch, and it's not very far from here. We could walk to it.
Anik, don't let the
And
camera face me, please. Sam.
Bing doesn't want me to have the camera face her. Okay.
I am.
But she's awfully pretty when she sleeps like that. So, anyway, they have really changed the colonoscopy procedures now. It's simple. This morning was simple. It didn't take very long for everything to process. Got up at 5, took the 3 glasses, the mixture, and the 2 glasses of water. By 9:30, everything was ready to go. And so basically colonoscopies have become much more systematic and simple compared to what they used to be. They did find 1 polyp, and the first time I did this, I had 13 polyps. My brother had cancer, like I said before, stage 3 cancer, all because he waited until he was 60. It's not something you want to mess with, and colonoscopies are really, really important for if you want to be sure to be on top of things and make sure that you catch them before a polyp becomes cancerous. It's very important. So anyway, hope this video was helpful to some of you out there, and you learned some things about colonoscopies. Thanks for watching our channel.
Thank you.
Bingalah Travels. Subscribe. And thanks again to Skagit Regional Health in Arlington. They're just wonderful staff, aren't they? Thank you to everyone. Bye for now.
Thank you for the RN nurse, Katie.
Yeah.